Welcome back. Well, I think it's time to do the shifter. I've thought about this a lot, and I have two options. B is mounting right off of our steering linkage. Going to be kind of awkward because your knees are bent when it's in there, but you could make it work. Or A, the cooler option, but the harder option is I think I'm going to do like a joystick type shift between the legs. Ugh, I don't know what I'm getting myself into. But if I can make it work, it's going to be freaking cool. So, with that, let's make something cool. Well, when I'm sitting in here, my knee, my knee kind of leg and knee comes up to here and then down. So I have this area through here and through here that is plenty of room. So I'm thinking I'm going to bend some tube and probably have to bend it again and have like a horseshoe that comes up, and then I'm going to have my joystick here in the middle, kind of angled a little bit that way. And I might be able to use the piece I've already made and weld it to that. I'm going to try to get some pieces bent and kind of mocked up, and because I'm going to have to sit in here and kind of see how it's going to work. But I think I'm going to go from here, kind of diagonal out while it's curving, come up here, and then twist back up to this way. So when I'm sitting in here, I can this way. Lord help me, man, I swear. I make it hard on myself or something. All right, well, I went ahead and pulled out the tube bender. I have the 6.5 radius die in there for our 1-inch tube. So I'm gonna go ahead and go ahead and bend a horseshoe, pretty much a 180, and then I'm gonna switch to the smaller 3-inch and do another one like that. So even if I can't use them, I still have an idea of how much degree I need, anything like that. So go ahead and bend this one, go ahead and bend another one, and then we'll kind of see what we can piece together. All right, we have the 6.5 and we have the 3. So now what we're going to do is, I think we're going to sit in it. I'm thinking this one might be the best option to come off of our steering linkage. And then we could always cut it here and pivot it that way or something. But I think we're going to sit in it and see if this gives us the room that we need. All right, I went ahead and shifted this into first, which was over and back, so I can line up to make sure I'm not going to hit my frame rail here. I think we're going to go under the leg, so that's close over to that frame rail as we can get. I thought about trying to get it centered, which would be like right here where the pin's at, but I think if I push it a little bit more over to the right, or to my left, I'm going to have a little bit more clearance instead of trying to have to fight here. So I think that's where I'm going to push it out like that way. And this is back as far as it's going to go, so I can get it kind of close to the seat, which I'll probably still stay off about 1 inch. And then when I go forward, and then to go to second, it's going to come up a little bit, and then forward, and then come straight back neutral, and then back to this about the same position right here for third. So I think we're going to angle it kind of out that way, something like that. I know I'm going to end up probably cutting it down here and using my existing one, because I can't, the tube bender won't allow me with this tight radius here to get this and then bend it that way. So I need this to go that way. So I'll probably end up cutting this here and then scabbing on the other piece. And I mean, this is 120 wall, so 45 the little edges here, and we'll get plenty of penetration and stuff like that. So I think I'm going to, so I know I want it out like that there. That goes forward. Shouldn't go up that much. Okay. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and cut this. Well, right there. So I can see that. Cut that there. This will come in and out quite a few times before I actually get that piece on there. So I'm going to cut this. I'm going to figure out a little sleeve to put onto this. This actually 1-inch 120 wall slides over this perfectly. So I'm going to try to find a piece that's got a kink in it so I can kind of get a little jag so I don't have like a 90, because there's really no hard corners in this. It's all kind of smooth. So let me see if I can get a little elbow for this, cut this, and then we'll jump back in and see what we got. Now, where'd my lid go? All right. Oh, here's the smaller one if you wanted to see it. Of course, you know, if I was trying to make it form-fitting, it would work, but that Lordy sakes. Just go all the rest of the way if you're going to do it. So, but actually this is pretty tight bend here, so I might be able to use, I don't think this is clean enough to slide on here, but no, it's got a little edge. Oh, see, there you go. So let me put my foot down. See, so that does fit in there. So I'm just going to find out where my angle's at and throw that in there, I guess. Slide on that way? Well, yeah, it does. Well, I guess, where's that at? Right here. Like this technical measuring. So that's that. So that ain't too shabby right there. If I cut that there, is that about where that's at? Whoop. Hey, look at there. It is. That would give me flush. Just don't know how much more before that starts to bend. Not too much. So let's cut that back here. And we're going to just do a straight cut for now. We'll probably end up coming back in 45 and 45 in that one, but one step at a time. Quit rushing me. Bang on. Let me heave myself out of here. Oh, jeez. There we go. All right, I got my 2 cuts, and I got my reference marks. So we're going to put this like that. We're going to tack it. And then we're going to see what we have. This is this one step at a time. Let me put one more on the back just to be safe. Okay. All right, so we are currently in first. So let's take it back to neutral. There's neutral. And we're good. We got good distance there. So now when we go to second, this is going to come up. Oh, wait, we slipped there, but that'll be like that. Okay. And then let me. Okay, there's second. Let me line this back up. So that should be good. Okay. I still don't want to fully tack that up yet. So what I want to do now is I want to get it back to neutral. Looks pretty neutral to me. And we're neutral with our marks here. Let me get a board here. So that stops spinning. Is that about right? Hey, man, that's perfect. All right. Okay, we're neutral. And based off of, I know we want to be off-centered. So I'm thinking that should be, let me just kind of get that close. I think we're going to have to end up cutting, we might cut this, actually we'll probably cut this straight here so we can rotate that up. And then I'm gonna have to, ooh, it goes that way. Glad I looked at that. So I'm thinking it's about like that. I guess I need to sit in it, don't I? all this crap. I don't want to sit on this stuff because it makes you itchy. Tell you what, these welding blankets are amazing, but man, they'll itch you. All right. Okay, now don't touch just the hot welded stuff. Okay, so we are lined up good there. And we are in neutral. I think it needs to be short like that, man. Because we're going to go down, we're going to go up. Steering wheel might be out here. Thinking. Yeah, I think the steering wheel is going to be about right here where my hand's at. So if that's the case, I'm going to go this way. Make a mark where these two are meeting. And then I think we're going to, well, we don't want to rotate that because that's going to push it farther away. I think, what do I think? Do I want it over there? I mean, that's not really that bad. So let's just say we go off same here with this mark and that mark. Kind of like that. So then I'm guessing that that's level. I guess I need to check that. Now, if you're not talking to yourself when you do this, you're doing something wrong, or you're way smarter than I am, and I've never claimed to be smart. Well, let's check this one first. So, hey man, that's a pretty good guess. So there. And then I guess I'm going to measure. I don't know if that's. And I know I wanted that. Let's get this where that's at. Yeah, I think that looks kind of cool there. All right, so I just need to cut this. That's going to be a straight cut. And this one, I don't know. I think this is. Yeah, I put this when I built the seat. If you look at it from straight on, this side's higher and that side's lower, and that's because I was trying to get my foot at a good spot for the brake and the clutch, but to give me more room over here for my knee to try to drop down, and instead of having my knees between my ears. So I don't think it's too much. Let's see. Put a wrench under it. That'll work. Oh, too much. Too much. Perfect. All right. So we're going to measure at 7.5. So now we're going to come over here at 7.5, and we're going to see if that works. So that's in theory, isn't it? Do you love all these theories? All right, so that's gonna be hot. Well, I didn't weld it on there. Well, it should be a nice thing to come on out of there. There we go. Well, that's something. Let's go cut these up. Wait, did you want to see me cut this? Because you've seen me cut a lot of metal, so do you really want to see it? Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, I'll be back like this. So I got my mark lined up here. Got it braced off the ground with a 2x4. I got our handle cut down. Again, I don't have to use this, but I made it, so I thought might as well, right? All right, so clutch is here. Gas, brake, gas, brake. I got plenty of room there. So I think I kind of want it angled that away. Like that. Let's make a mark there and a mark there. Y'all think that looks kind of cool? Again, I'm just going to tack this, and then we're going to cycle it through the gears to see how it fits. And then once we're happy with it, I can weld up this piece, check it again, and then we'll weld it to our main steering rod there. I mean, I think this is cool. I mean, it's actually comfortable. Unlike if I put it here, there's no way I could, I guess I could probably put it straight up like that, but I still think I'd be knocking there or the tank, because the tank's going to come like right through here. So that gives me 4 inches. I just think I don't want to be driving kind of crooked. Plus, I think this looks, I mean, that looks way cooler, right? I mean, for real. The little red button there. No, I'm not doing that. Okay. I got to clean up. I got to bevel the edges on both of these. Clean that one up. And then we'll throw it back in again. If this works, though, I'm going to be freaking excited. There. That lines up with that mark. That's there. Let's get our ground clamp there so I can still see to make sure we're lined up, which we are. And then we got our mark just like, oh, where are you going? What are you doing back there? All right, I guess we're gonna give that a whirl. And it's straight. All right, so let me pop one over here. Okay, so with that, that's still going to fall because I don't have that welded. But let's go put this on here so we know what we're doing. Okay, so we're in neutral. We're going to come over that way. That's first. Let me line that up with that again. Kind of hard to guess, but I think we're all right, man. I swear. Neutral. Oh, nope, still in gear. That's kind of. Oh, there we go. Now, if we line that up, that's going to be there. Man, I think we're golden. All right, let me get it back to neutral. That's short. Okay, good. We're perfect there. All right, so let's see. Let's put you there. Get you neutral there. That's good there. All right, there's that. Oh, wait, I don't want to weld that up. I don't want to weld that to that yet. I need to weld this stuff up first. Is there anything else I need to do? No. All right, I'm going to take this back out, weld it up, clean it up, and then we'll stick it back in. Moment of truth. They were lined up here. Got our block there for spacing. And I'm going to put me a good tack right here on the top. That way, if I need to cut it off, it's easy to get to. So we'll tack it, take the block out, and we'll see if we can run it through the gears. I think I would call that healthy. All right, let's put you right there. So, well, it stays, so that's a plus. All right, so I guess, where's my, put this on here for now. I don't want to twist that yet. Okay, so we're in neutral. Got some room there. So let's go. Yeah. First, did it move? Did it do something? I can't tell from here. But whatever. Okay, so back to there. Oh, just pushed the whole car. There's second. And third. How'd we look? Did it look good? Did it do anything? Anything look weird? So that's third. So here's my other dilemma before we keep moving on. If I'm sitting here and I'm in second, there's really no way to visualize where you're at. So I'm wondering if I need some kind of a gauge or something to know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to sit in there and try it and see. So I'm going to put it back to neutral and put as many welds on that as I can get. And then we're actually going to try it. So is that neutral there? Nope, there's neutral. Okay. There's that. All right, let me get off of there. Well, last night I put this in the car. Got to go through all the shift patterns and stuff, but it seemed like when I was doing the push forward, it seemed like this was flexing a little bit, which, I mean, we're only on here probably 3/4 of an inch, maybe an inch tops. So I went ahead and I'm going to make a gusset. Well, I made a gusset, and I'm going to put it in right here like this. That should stiffen that up quite a bit. I mean, like a lot. Yep, that should be good. So yeah, I'm going to tack this. I'm going to put this in. I mean, it's got to stiffen it up there because there can't be any flex right through here at all, because this was one of our weld joints here, and it just seemed like it was just barely moving. So anything I can do to eliminate that is going to be all right. Plus, got speed holes. All right, let's get this in, and then we'll get it in and see what she looks like. All right, I got our gusset welded in here. I think that looks really good. Looks really clean without the welds there. Don't think it's a big deal at all. That should stiffen it up. If you look right there, I don't know if you saw before, I had in marker F and R, and this is where the Heim sits in the different locations, just so I had a visual when I was sitting in there. So I know when it's in here, that's in the neutral area, and when it's here, I got it into the reverse area or the rear section, and then here I got it in the forward section. So that would be reverse for second, and then second and third. So that's just a visualization for me, but I'm going to work on something else for that too. So let's go ahead and let this bad boy cool down just a smidge, and then I'll get her in and we'll see how she looks. All right. We go down, back for first, neutral, up just a little, second, back to neutral, up seems a little more, straight back into third. Heck yeah, that will work. Man, that looks cool. That did stiffen that up quite a bit. Stiffened it up a lot. Got plenty of room for my legs, for the brakes, with it off center like this. Because if it was straight, I'd be kind of fighting whatever. So that's freaking cool. Man, that's so much better. Last night I didn't know if it was going to work. So I thought I was going to have to go extend this and try to use the shifter out here, which would work, but this looks way better. I was also thinking about making a plate that had the reverse, first, second, third, but I mean, in all honesty, I'm pretty much the only one that's going to be in this. And 5 minutes in here, you figure out where everything's at. I mean, it's the same layout. It's just a matter of just the twists. First, up a little. Second, neutral, up a little more. Third. Tell me, right? I mean, for real. Dang, man, I like it. Plenty of room. And I was also thinking, I mean, the original plan, I was going to put this seat on adjusters. So if other people got into it to ride or do whatever, there would be some room. But I mean, I'm 5'10". If you get somebody that's 6 foot, you still have some room with their knees because it's going to be kind of higher. But in all honesty, I built it for me. So, and if you're shorter, you can just stick a pillow behind your back and it'll scoot your butt up some. But I ain't worried about that. But this is freaking awesome. I might. What do you think? What do you all think about the handle and everything? Will probably be painted the same as the chassis, powder coat with like a matte silver, so it matches the aluminum, something like that. I'm going to take a panel in when I go to the powder coater, so we can try to match up, but it's going to be kind of flatter. But what do you think about the shift handle here? Maybe dipping that into rubber or something like that. I think that'd be kind of cool. Or do I just leave it all powder coated? Let me know what you think. That's a little bit down the road, but still good to know. So, man, we got a cool shifter. Heck yeah. Go! Well, I started cleaning and realized I didn't say see you next Friday or thanks for watching or anything. So I think I got a little sidetracked by getting the shifter done. So let me know what y'all think of it. I'm really excited about it. So it looks awesome. It's a great look. I think it was a smart choice. Wasn't the easy choice, but it was a smart choice. So appreciate you all coming back every Friday to check these out. If you got any questions, let me know, comments. If you would, reach out to your friends that enjoy this kind of stuff and tell them about the channel and hopefully get them to subscribe to build our numbers up. So I'd greatly appreciate that. Other than that, have a good weekend and I'll see you next Friday.